One gentleman was deceased. One was in critical condition. And then another call came in of another person shot over on Emerson Trail. What the investigation revealed was that Mr. Uda, which is going to be the shooter, was inside the store. All three of them are employees. Mr. Uda left the store, retrieved a handgun, re-entered the store, located a Mr. Khalif Barksdale, age 21 of Covington, and shot that gentleman. He then went up a couple more aisles. He located Ryan Bradley, age 29 of Covington, and shot that gentleman. Mr. Uda then left, went to a house on Emerson Trail, forced entry into the house, located a female whose name is Akila Clark, age 19, shot her. From what we can understand is all four of them were employees here at Walmart. All four of them are acquaintances. Mr. Uda then left the scene, went I-20 eastbound towards Aiken, South Carolina, where he pulled over onto the side of the road. Newton County deputies happened to locate a phone number for him and was talking to him on the phone. He pulled off to the side of the road. They negotiated that he was going to turn himself in. When Aiken, South Carolina Sheriff's Office and South Carolina State Patrol located the gentleman, he then shot himself. Mr. Uda is currently in a hospital in Augusta in critical condition.
Oh, he didn't kill himself.
Ryan Bradley is currently in the local hospital in critical condition.
What is the first and last name of Mr. Uda?
Mr. Uda is Dwayne, D-W-A-Y-N-E, Uda, E-D-U-H.
And what was his role here? Do you know what he did at Walmart?
From what we understand, all of them were employees here at Walmart.
You talked about them being acquaintances?
We don't know a motive at this time.
So what is the relationship?
They're just all I know is that they were acquaintances and they all worked here at Walmart.
We're hearing that there might have been some sort of altercation between the people inside this Walmart. What can you tell us about that?
We have not heard anything about an altercation at this time. It's like I say, as you can understand, it's still a very active investigation. We got 3 different scenes that we're working at this time.
Where did Mr. Uda shoot himself? Where did Mr. Uda shoot himself?
In his car?
No, but where on his body?
I have no idea.
The mother of the young girl who was shot said he shot at her 6, 7, 8 times, and she said that he didn't point the gun at anyone else. He knew what he was coming for. How premeditated was this, or this?
I can't comment on that.
Have you contacted Walmart about any reports of issues concerning Mr. Uda in the past?
We're not familiar with that. I'm pretty sure that the investigators are going to look into that if there's anything there.
So, I'm doing a little bit of research in real time. It looks like, and I'll obviously put it on the screen as far as what the girl looks like. The biggest victim, the one that people are making the biggest deal about. I'll add that to the screen right now, as a matter of fact. Her name is Akila. That's what she looks like. She was also a Walmart employee. This is her. And they say she was killed. She was 19 years old, and she was killed. The gunman kicked in the front door and killed Akila Clark in front of her grandmother while her younger sister hid in the closet.
Oh,
the gunman then left the home without harming anybody else. So whoever this guy was, he was on the hunt for these people.
How you knew what you
They
did?
were all employees. You can only assume. I try not to assume, but I mean, come on, we just gonna keep it real here. You try not to assume why they were beefing, but it looks like 2 was killed, 1 was injured, and we gonna get to the one that was a survivor. But yeah, they saying that he kicked in the door.
Damn.
And killed her. Little sister was in a closet. Very traumatic event. Very, very traumatic event. Let me go back to the press conference, a small press conference, and see if we can get any more information before we deep dive into this.
Do you have any history with law enforcement?
I can't comment on that. I don't know.
One of the things the family members brought up was the time it took to respond to the shooting, the one at Emerson Trail. Do you have any information about how long it took for police, for law enforcement,
it looks like 3 were
for ambulance to arrive?
I do not, but I can tell you, when this call came up, it came up as an active shooter. So, you know, when there's an active shooter, everybody responds to the active shooter. When they were here, I believe another call came up of a person shot, which was down the road. So at that time, what deputies here could leave this scene responded to that scene.
Did you describe this as an active shooter or targeted?
No, it's not an active shooter, but that's the way it came out, was an active shooter.
Oh,
and of course, when it comes out, we all respond.
All right, so let me go over to some more information that I was able to gather. All right, so I want to get the whole story so that you guys can accurately be able to deep dive into this and then better understand exactly what's going on. So this is what's going on. This is what's being reported as of today. Walmart employee killed 2 of his co-workers and left another critically injured at 2 different scenes during a night of violence in Newton County. All right. They saying that the 24-year-old Walmart employee fatally shot 2 of his co-workers and critically injured a third before fleeing and shooting himself during a standoff. Employee left the store, retrieved a weapon, shot 2 other employees at the business, killing 1. Other victim was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Following the violence, the man reportedly went off to the home. That's when he went and got to the girl. Caught the gunman, and they responded to call from assistance. He shot himself when a patrol located him. He survived and is expected to be returned to Georgia to face charges once he's released from the hospital. Medics have rushed the man to the local hospital for treatment. No law enforcement officers were injured. He was listed in critical condition as of Friday afternoon. The victims killed were identified as 21-year-old Khalif Barksdale, 29-year-old Ryan Bradley, and 19-year-old Akila Clark.
Oh, he killed all
Police said they were all acquaintances, and they went in to go into exactly what's going on. He came into the door, and then she said, "Stop." I proceeded to run, and he just started firing 7 to 8 shots. I guess that Samantha Clark is maybe the sister or the grandmother. She fell on the ground, and he ran off, and at that point, I knew my daughter was gone. So that was the mother.
The mom.
Samantha Clark said her family had moved from New York in search of a better life. Her daughter worked at the Walmart while going to nursing school online and had dreams to help people. Let's go back over to the press conference. See if we can get any.
We'll take one more question.
From the time that
So it took 29 minutes to leave from Walmart a mile away.
They trying to hold the police accountable. This is not a police and accountability issue. This is trying to understand exactly why this guy was shooting. I suspect maybe it had to be. If you're going over to a woman's house in order to try to hit her up, it has to be based off of some sort of relationship or jealousy or something. That's what I'm assuming.
Questions linger about why 3 Walmart employees were shot early Friday morning in Covington. That Walmart Supercenter on Salem Road closed after the shooting, but will reopen Monday, police say, thanks to employees from nearby Walmarts who are getting the shelves ready for customers. 2 people died in the shooting, but the 3rd victim survived and still has quite a fight ahead of him. Atlanta News First died in the shooting. He's from nearby Walmarts who are getting the shelves ready for customers. 2 people died in the shooting, but the 3rd victim survived and still has quite a fight ahead of him. Atlanta News First Bridget Spencer spoke to.
And I'm assuming that's also not including the gunman who they said that survived but is critically injured.
But he probably passed away later.
Reaction to the shooting. She's at Grady Memorial Hospital with an update.
Yeah, Ryan Bradley is in the ICU, expected to recover. His family's certainly grateful that he's pulling through.
He could have been gone too. Yeah. And that's the crazy part.
29-year-old Ryan Bradley is the only surviving victim of a shooting spree that started at the Walmart in Covington. Newton County deputies identified Dwayne Ida as the gunman who opened fire inside the store, killing 21-year-old Caleb Barksdale and injuring Bradley.
He didn't fall down. He told me he didn't even feel the bullet. Nah, he ran for his life.
Ida then drove to 19-year-old Akila Clark's house and killed her, according to investigators. Bradley's family says his co-workers were his primary concern.
Once I showed him the situation about what happened to the girl, what happened to the other 2 people that was involved, he was more so worried about, their welfare and their families.
Ida was apprehended in South Carolina, but not before shooting himself, police say. He remains in critical condition tonight, and now Bradley's family and others are wondering, why did this happen?
He said they didn't even really talk to each other at all. They were just co-workers.
Family says Bradley is expected to recover
They couldn't have just been coworkers. They couldn't have just been coworkers. You
Yeah.
know why they couldn't just been coworkers?
He didn't kill
He knew
nobody?
where she lived.
Right, yeah.
He knew exactly what house to go. He left the Walmart
And went to her house.
and went to her house, knocked on the door, kicked in the door, and started firing off. And he knew exactly who and what he was looking for. You're not gonna sell me on that. I'm gonna stay on top of this.
I think what she was referring to was was this guy here, not the girl. This guy, he said that this is his family talking. That's what Anton got messed up. Let me go back. I'm thinking they talking about he didn't really talk to the dude. Let me go back to that. Let me see. I'm thinking that he got mixed up. Hold on.
Tonight, and now Bradley's family and others are wondering, why did this happen?
He said they didn't even really talk to each other at all.
See,
Just
you talking
coworkers.
Family says
talking about
Bradley
the
is
dude.
expected to recover.
They couldn't have just been coworkers. They couldn't have just been coworkers.
He's not talking
you know
about
why they couldn't just
her.
be coworkers? Because he knew where she lived.
He's not talking about her though. He's talking about him.
He knew exactly what house to go. He left the Walmart and then went to her house, knocked on the door, kicked in the door, and started firing off. And he knew exactly who and what he was looking for. You're not gonna sell me on that. I'm gonna stay on top of this because I want to know what the truth is now. I'm emotionally invested because I don't want to see people lose their lives, and we need to get control. And of course, it's gonna be the usual suspects, but I'm gonna find out what's going on, and then I'm gonna keep y'all up to date. Hopefully, I can find out before Monday so we can get into the Millionaire More Show and deep dive into it. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. If y'all got any.
Yeah, I think that Anton, he wasn't talking about this is this dude's family. This is this guy, the guy who got this is his family talking. His sister and his brother, the one that survived, the lone survivor. This is his family talking. They said that they're saying that they don't understand why he did this because him and this dude he was just a coworker. They barely really talked. So here's what I'm thinking probably this is just a theory. That 19-year-old girl, God bless the dead, she was kind of cute and she had a body on her. I'm thinking maybe it had something to do, and he knew where she stayed at. So I'm thinking either he maybe had been an employee there, well he was an employee there, and he probably was messing around with the 19-year-old girl, and then maybe probably realized like, dude, this chick ain't no chick that maybe, and he probably found out he probably was falling in love with her. And probably was like, people probably was let him know, dude, this ain't the type of chick you want to fall in love with. She mess around with this guy, and she just mess around with this dude, this 29-year-old dude. Or, you know what I'm saying? And then he probably flipped out when he realized that he had cuffed the 304 and probably crashed out and decided to crash out, which is stupid. Or it could have been a scenario where they probably was talking about him. He felt like they was bullying him. Maybe the 19-year-old girl, or maybe because when he was a former employee, or he still worked at Walmart. I'm thinking he might have been a former employee. I'm thinking maybe they got him fired. Maybe they made up a lie because they didn't like him and got him fired. People do shit like that, and he just like, but why would you crash out over a Walmart job? Even if you get fired from Walmart, it's fucking Walmart. Go to Target. They hiring. You know what I'm saying? Like go across the street. Like, okay, like I'll go somewhere else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Walmart ain't if that's because I think they say he was a former employee. If you crashing out over being let go from Walmart, you know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking it's more deeper than that. I'm thinking it's deeper than that because he knew where this girl stayed at. Normally you don't, unless y'all cool and y'all used to kick it. Normally you don't go to, and she was 19, and she lived with her grandma and her parents. So I doubt that it was like her place was like a kickback spot because she didn't live by herself. She lived with her people. You know what I'm saying? So they must have been messing around for him to know exactly where she stayed at. Because you normally don't know where your coworkers live at. You may talk to your coworkers and they tell you, hey, where you live at? Well, I live in Hawthorne. Oh, what part? Well, I live in the Hawthorne Boulevard. But that could be anywhere. I can't find your place just from that information. And a lot of times people ain't gonna give you, even your coworker, what's your address? Like they ain't gonna do that unless I'm giving you my address because you've been to you coming over my house to kick it, or a party or something. And like I said, she stayed with her people, so I doubt she was having them come over and party, or maybe her place was like the kickback spot. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he knew exactly where she stayed at, so their relationship was more than what it was. Or maybe he used to mess with her. Oh, you know what probably went down? And I'm thinking that's probably what happened, dude. He probably used to mess with the old girl, right? Caught feelings for her, but then ended up finding out she was messing with this dude, and found out she was messing with the other guy. I think that was a guy, the other guy, yeah. And probably found out she was messing with the other guy. And then they probably conspired to get him fired because they didn't want him around no more. I don't know. So, I'm thinking that might have been it. Or he probably realized, like, dude, you messing with a chick that, God bless the dead. I'm not trying to put smut on this woman's name. May she rest her soul. But I'm just saying maybe she was a bop. A 304. And maybe he realized, and he fell in love with her. And she was playing him. And he realized that, dude, she messed with this dude here at Walmart. She messed with the assistant manager here at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? I don't know those dudes' positions, but I'm just speculating. But I'm curious. I'm curious to find out what cause that was wild. Because it's not like he went into the Walmart like a mass, you know what I'm saying, and take out everybody. That's a mass when them people just crash out. They don't know the people. He went in there and just targeted those particular people and didn't target nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So it was deeper than what I'm thinking it's deeper than what it's him just crashing out, going crazy. Because he's targeted specific people. Ain't that sad, though? That's sad, man. To watch, you sitting there watching your daughter, you know what I'm saying, watching your daughter get shot in front of you and nothing you can do about it. Your sister, you know what I'm saying, like, boom. He kicked the door in and just took her away from her family like that. You know what I'm saying? That's so sad. Damn, I bet they gonna be messed up. They said that her mama was there, or was the grandmama? I think it was the grandma. I don't think the mama was home at the time it happened. Or I don't know whether the mom was home or the grandma, but I know they said the grandma watched him do it. Then your sister running, she come out and your sister's laying on the living room floor, gone. Them people gonna be messed up, man. They are going to be messed up. Therapy among years they gonna need. Jesus, rest in peace to those people, man. That's crazy. Anyway, what y'all think about this video? Leave your comments and subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up button.